What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cap Show. On today's episode, we're going to talk about faith in God. And to me, having faith is it comes really from inside you. And for years, I kind of strayed away from God. I would say at least 5 years. I just kind of put it on the back burner. Like, I'll tend to it later. It's kind of like, when you show up late to a party, it's like, I'll tend to it when I want to tend to it, and I think that's the wrong way to look at it. To me, I do believe God 100% exists. And the thing is, when I talk to God, I talk to him like I would talk to a best friend. I would talk to him, just communicate with him. Just talk to him like that. Say, God, look, come into my life. Take over all my worries, all my struggles, all my weaknesses, and let me overcome them. And eventually they will start to do that 100%. And you'll feel the burning sensation in your soul. It's like the roller coaster you've been on, even though you're not on a roller coaster, something like that. That's kind of like the feeling of it times like 1,000, and it's insane. And to me, I kind of had one of my friends I saw this past weekend, and he actually prayed for me, and and it just kind of all let out. The tears, the pain, all the weaknesses, all the demons just kind of like freed out. It was crazy. Like it was a moment where I was like, I couldn't really explain what I was feeling like. It was crazy. And I was laughing it too. Like tears of joy were just coming out and out. And I just felt like, look, no, the temptations that you guys have all the time, those will start to stray away. That's what I 100% believe. And to me, I do believe, we all have weaknesses. We're all battling day-to-day demons 100%. And to me, the day-to-day demons were definitely something like lust. When people lust, I have a real bad thing of lust, like flesh. To me, I do believe we're in that society today, in the media where it is all flesh driven. What do they look like as a person? They don't really care about who you are as a soul. And I think that's the wrong way to look at it. I think we need to go opposite here and look at the soul compared to the flesh. And to me, it definitely, I'm definitely still battling that. I'm battling lust every day. And that's been one of my weaknesses. And another weakness is always saying yes to people. And people that know me, it is hard, to please everybody. You cannot please everybody and please God. You have to be on one side or the other. There's no half and half, bro. There isn't like, what, I'm going to be good to God and I'm going to be good to pleasing others. You can't be on both sides, bro. You have to be all in with God. And that's what I kind of realized this weekend is if you give your life to God, blessings will come to you. I really 100% believe that. Blessings will come and form in your life. The temptations that you've had in your past will start to stray away. Yes, you'll still get tempted 100%, but then you won't buy into it as easy as you did when you weren't praying, when you weren't believing in God. And that's where I'm trying to get at to people out there that don't believe, because I know so many people out there that don't believe, or they're caught up in their religion that they have, or whatever they are going through. They just don't want to believe it. And I think that's where faith comes into play, where you can't actually see something physically. You have to feel it in your soul, in your spirit. You have to feel it inside you. And to me, that's where faith comes into huge play. And that's where I think in our society today, we lack faith. We lack it. 100%. It's so easy to in our society. We have social media. We have the TVs that can really tell us different lies, different beliefs to not believe in God, to not believe in the creator that created everything, that created evolution, that created everything in the whole universe. I know it sounds crazy, but I 100% believe that. And definitely this past weekend was definitely an eye-opener. It's kind of like when people out there, like if you've ever gotten a car accident and you're like, and the person who got in the car accident should have died and somehow he or she survived that car accident. It's kind of like that eye-opening experience. Like, wow, like I can't believe that. I can't believe it's really real. It's what's inside you. And to me, really, what my best friend was really telling me was to just pray to him like you would, and talk to him like you would to me. Just being you. Just communicate with him all the time throughout the day, every day. And he said eventually the blessings will come. You will start to see the blessings from God. I'm telling you. And it's so easy in today's society because we have so much different stuff. And I do believe some like TV, for instance, is definitely not good for the younger generation or even the older generation. The TV, they just tell us what we want to hear. Anything, dealing with the news, they're going to tell us a story that we want to hear. They're not going to tell certain stories that are maybe too harsh for other families. They're not going to say that stuff. They don't care, but to me, I do believe God is real. He's out there, and you have to go reach for him. And he will always love you, and I do believe God loves every person out there, even the most wicked. But to me, I do believe faith comes into play. Just start to pray more, and that's what I've started to realize. And I kind of strayed away from God for years, over 5 years, and I actually talked to a couple of my Catholic friends of why I left the church. Look, just because you leave an institution doesn't mean you're going to leave God. I do believe certain religions I don't believe in. I'm not really familiar with that. I just think every person should have a connection with God. They do in some way. It's just how are we going to find that? And I think it's just communicating with him, feeling his presence, feeling the joy, the hope, and everything that I battle every day, lust, temptation, all that stuff. Like, it seems good, right? Like, say I lust over a woman and I want her really bad. I just want her for the flesh, not her soul. That's not good. Same thing like for alcohol. If I want to drink to get drunk, how do I feel the next day after that? I feel like crap. And people can relate. People can relate to bad hangovers. It sucks, dude. And I do believe alcohol is definitely a demon that can be inside of us that could change us. And to me, I definitely do not support that. Now that looking back at everything that's involved through my life, all the bad things, all the things that really weren't bringing me to God. And I do believe if you dedicate your life to God, and that's really what I got from this past weekend was, if you dedicate your life to God, you will receive blessings from God. God will help you. God's not going to pull you in a situation where you cannot handle. 100%. God's not going to take you in a situation where you can't handle this situation. He's going to give you that situation, and you're going to be able to handle it with God. I do believe that. And I do believe people lack faith. It's a simple fact that there's so much out there today. So much crazy stuff that people can say, people can do. And to me, I just think faith really comes within your soul. Who are you as a person? And reach out to God. Start praying more. And that's really what I've realized in the past 5 years. And to me, it's always just been about me. I'm just going to do it for me. But I do believe if you dedicate your life to God, give your life to him, and you will start to see his blessings 100%. And I do believe that. So that's where I would, people who are atheists that don't believe in anything, just start to pray more. Start to do that. And I do believe you will start to feel the presence of God, see your life changing in many areas, battling your old addictions. I go through it every day. None of us are perfect. We're always going to mess up. But if we strive to be better, strive to live for God, we will eventually get there. We will eventually receive his blessings. And the blessings are worth more than gold, more than any materialistic thing on earth. They are. And that's what I believe. And I think people out there that are non-believers, give it a try. Don't give up, because God's never going to give up on you. He's always going to be there when you need him. He's never going to betray you. And to me, and obviously if you do certain things that he doesn't like, for sure. But I do believe if you dedicate your life, you will receive blessings. You will start to see opening doors in your life, because God will help you through that. God will help you through all the times. I'm telling you, just start to pray more. That's really where I'm going at. And definitely with the people who are non-believers, start to believe more. 100%. And that's really what comes from within. Once you feel that burning desire in your soul, that's when you know God's living in you. That's when you know the temptations will just be like, what, I'm good with that. I don't need to drink to get drunk anymore. I don't need that. I don't need that to satisfy my soul anymore. I don't. All I need is Christ in my soul. That's where I'm going at with people who lack faith, who don't believe in anything. Give it a shot. Start to pray to God. Talk to him. And you will start to receive the blessings, baby. It's the Clown with Cap Show, baby. Let's go!